And there it is. Are we live yet? I set it to public. Yeah. Okay.
I think we are.
Cool. All right. Let's do this. Oh, Japanese. All right. We're at the beginning screen. Stretching, getting last minute stretches in. Stretching my, popping my spine before we start playing. Okay.
Give everybody a nice sound effect.
Excellent.
That's my caffeine for the next 2 hours.
Yeah. All right. Now, if Live Split does something funky, I'll just start over. But 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Do 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 do. Boom boom. Get up. Makes you have to rotate the camera before you can even jump up.
Yeah, do you have to rotate it when it gives you the prompt, or could you have rotated it before?
I did both. You have to. It looks like you have to wait for the prompt to actually be able to do it to trigger the jump motion. Or jump prompt, I should say. Cappy.
The last run that I did, I threw Cappy and was like kind of further ahead past that lever.
Mm-hmm.
And when the bridge came up, it like the top of the bridge was like sort of inside Mario, and he fell straight through the bridge and into the abyss, and I died and had to start over. I was like, okay, I was too fast. That's good.
Let's restart the run, guys. Yeah, I haven't had that happen to me before. I should experiment a little more with some glitches.
Well, I don't think I'd recommend that one.
Yeah.
In particular.
Yeah. Hey, look, Game Lover 882. That's my friend Xander. Yeah, we are doing this.
Oh snap!
Oh snap! We are doing this, or trying to. Fun fact. This is my second run of the day. I did a practice run. I'll demystify it for everybody.
Game Lover wants to know how long you think it'll take. Maybe about 20 minutes?
Yeah, about 20 minutes. No, seriously. My goal is sub 2 hour. Now, the world record is like 57 minutes. We're not going to get anywhere near that today, but I figure if I can do it, take twice as long as the world record, I'll consider myself I'll give myself a C, as a speedrunner. a passing C.
Said, he guessed 2.5 hours, but Tyler's been hitting 2 hours pretty consistently.
I've been hitting. I'm sub 220. I'm pretty confident that I can hit sub 2 hours today. It's funny because I actually want to watch the cutscenes. Mm-hmm. I really do. We're gonna improve on my PB. You can see the times Oh, okay. I forgot to split. I'm a dumbass. We're not too far into Cascade, though. I'll have to do some more runs so I can get a more accurate PB when I'm not distracted. I'm not a professional speedrunner, but it's okay. Yeah, I want to watch the cutscenes because I haven't seen them in a long time.
Game Lover says, wanting to watch the cutscenes in a speedrun is like wanting to look out the side window when you're the driver.
Okay.
All I want to see from you today, Tyler, is a Cloud Kingdom that is faster than 7 minutes.
Yeah, I think we can accomplish that. I think we can accomplish that. I don't think that's going to be too hard. Now, Dino Skip is going to be tricky.
Your 2-minute Lost Kingdom was very impressive, I gotta say.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to beat that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oh, okay. He didn't jump. It's a very specific placement of the feet.
This is one of those, though, that you can try it multiple times and still save time.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh, wow.
That was actually just luck, honestly. You can hear those motion controls going.
It looks like you are going to probably want to track down some other high-speed USB-C cable. Sennheiser's doing pretty well, but it's like, I'm seeing like a little phase of artifacting every once in a while. It's definitely not an OBS thing. Like,
no drop frames though, right?
Flashing. No drop frames. It's just kind of like weird corruption.
Yeah.
It's pretty uncommon. I noticed that in your practice run as well.
Oh, okay. I wasn't going to ask about that because I was going to have a heart attack if something like had gone seriously wrong. Got a couple more chats from Game Lover.
Yeah, he says green bar at the bottom of the screen every other minute.
Yeah. I can't really do anything about that right now. Well, we're gonna do okay, actually. Save about 3 minutes so far. All right. Oh, wait a second. Okay. There's one more moon that I forgot to get.
Do you need to deposit those moons in order for the other one to spawn? I don't actually know.
No, that was actually a mistake. Plan to bonk.
Oh, it's on that cliff. Okay.
Yeah. So that was actually a mistake, but we're still gonna save some time today. It's funny. You saw this in my practice. Actually, you didn't see this in my practice run. I thought that moon was gonna be on the cliff before I did Dino Skip.
Right.
And
I knew
it
it
wasn't there.
and right. I just didn't know what the trigger was.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, the game never makes it obvious that they're adding new moons to Cascade.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was a minute slower than it should have been, but still faster than the practice run. So, all right, Sand Kingdom, we're going to save some time today.
Can we get on the archway is the question.
Can we get on the archway? Probably not. We'll have to do my alternative route. Alright, go back. This game looks amazing. I'll say that. It's 4 years old, but it still kind of blows my mind how good it looks.
Yeah, I'm always impressed by what the Switch can do for its like form factor and the fact that it's portable and all that. It's very impressive.
Okay, I needed to do a long jump there.
Do you have to?
It just makes it easier for me to get to the other
see.
side. Cool. So we'll miss the... Well, actually, I was going to say we'll miss the bird. Maybe not. The bird I didn't get in my practice run. So I had to go and get another alternative moon.
You may be able to grab the bird at the
Oasis.
like where the notes are. Yeah, the Oasis.
Yeah, I've been able to do that in the past. All right, we're going to try and get him here because I think the cycle starts over when you... All right.
I see a bird.
And we got it. Just got to get up again. So that'll save some time in the long run.
It feels slow, but then that's a moon you don't have to get, so it probably really does save time.
Well, if I could actually get it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Ultimately, it will save time, though. I'm pretty confident.
What moon did you go for to replace it last time?
Oh, shit. The one in the shop.
Okay, yeah.
Clearly, I
You
haven't...
should seriously buy a moon and luncheon in this run.
Here we go. I'll think about it if I bonk too many times. Yeah. I'll think about it. If I bonk too many times on the crystals, I'll definitely...
Yeah, I mean, it's not like you lost time in luncheon. It's just like you had the coins.
There we go. Okay, I actually didn't even do the triple jump like I was supposed to, but for that, it's okay. I'll get that one.
Confident.
The timing of it is just really specific.
Mm-hmm.
We will get it on the way back, though. My alternative route.
I don't know why that moon feels the need to go over there.
Mm-hmm. I don't either. Hey. Well, I was going to say I'm actually kind of afraid if I use that bullet bill that came out of there to go to the column that it would despawn too early. So.
Maybe.
Oh my god. Okay. This was...
Oh no.
This was one of the things that did not save time.
Did you get a checkpoint?
I didn't. Yeah. All right. So this is the part that's actually going to be kind of sucky, having to go back there and do that again. But the amount of times that I had to do this again and again and again on the practice run was not even funny.
Well, and really, as long as it doesn't go like excessively bad.
Okay. Well, we're just
As
gonna.
long as you get as long as you get moonskip on like the first few couple tries, you'll make up all the time.
Yeah, we're just gonna skip that one for now because I don't want to go there a third time.
Game Lover says Mario has been learning from Sonic by doing all that rolling.
Yeah, he has.
My thoughts exactly. Some would say that Mario's rolling around at the speed of sound.
And I have to say, me not getting that moon on the comm is entirely related to not being able to hear the game. Okay. Okay, I can't. Yeah, I can't get it on that higher wall. I can get it on the lower wall. That jump.
Do you do slots in the 80% route?
No.
That could be a pretty fast moon.
Yeah. It's that would be an easy moon. It just depends on which kingdom I feel the need to go to.
Springtime says, "How's it going?"
How's it going, Springtime? You're witnessing history being made. the
optimism.
History, as in I will be 100 whatever something in the world. Probably not even that. I haven't even checked the records to see like what the actual times are for like around.
You know what
kind of.
I'll look you up. Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see where you would be.
Springtime is like, no, I'm not witnessing history. Cool.
What's your best time? Like 2 hours?
Yeah, like
5 minutes, 7 minutes, something like that.
Yeah, like 2:10.
2:10. Well, you would be. You would be.
I'm
2,541st. If you got sub 2 hour, you would be 2,503rd. And if you got sub 1 hour, you would be. Oh my god, there's so many of the same times around the 1 hour mark. If you got sub 1 hour, you would be 25th.
So quadruple digits is what we're talking.
If you want to be in the top 100, yeah. If you want to be in the top 100, you have to get 1 hour 2 minutes.
Okay, well that's not going to happen.
That just shows how many people there are. If once it gets into like that 1 hour range, there's that many 1 hour 1 minute, 1 hour 2 minutes, all that. Game Lover says 2000th is pretty good though. It actually is for I mean, Odyssey is like an insanely popular speedrun game, so
yeah.
Yeah, joking aside, I would say yeah.
Here we go.
Springtime says, hey, the new state motto of Alaska will be in 2364. We need bigger kittens.
What is it with you and kittens, man? I've broken my silence. I have to ask, what is it with you and kittens? It's like
man just likes kittens, dude.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. I do too.
What do you? Yeah, I was gonna say, do you not like kittens? What's going on there?
Do you not like kittens? Should there be a Star Trek creepypasta? I don't know how would it. How would that work? What alien civilization would you be using in such a thing if possible. All right, Lake Kingdom, on to Lake Kingdom. Save some time and sand despite some mitsakes or mistakes.
Game Lover says, like Review Tech USA and horses, except with hate.
Okay. I had a pretty good idea for a Star Trek video, actually, and I'll go ahead and talk about it on this public stream. Kind of bounce this idea off of y'all. So there's an understandable, I wouldn't say a stigma against it, that's too strong of a word, but there's kind of it's just maybe like etiquette, or it's just understood that like sharing your fan fiction ideas is kind of cringy. You know, like the Star Trek YouTubers, like a lot of them kind of stray away from that because it's like, who are you to come up with an original Star Trek story? But I had an idea. What if I did a video that was decided? It was basically top 5 ideas for new Star Trek shows as decided by polls of my audience. And so the way that would work is I would come up with like 20 ideas. So I do 5 polls with 4 options each, and I do brackets like March Madness, and I come up with the best ones that way. And if there's one that I thought was really good that didn't make the cut, I can make it an honorable mention. But I've got like 20 ideas for Star Trek shows. I mean, some of them are like concepts that I've developed, but a lot of them are just like on the fly. Pull my audience and see what their choices are, and it would be top 5 new Star Trek show ideas as decided by my audience. That was
Springtime's got something for you.
That was a late
He
night
says
thought.
maybe something like in 1996, the Vulcans were warned not to return to Earth until the augments were destroyed.
Something relating to the eugenics wars, or I guess there actually kind of was like a Star Trek con show in development with Nicholas Meyer for a while. That would be really interesting. Anything that predates First Contact is particularly interesting to me. Yeah, so that was just like a late night equivalent of a shower thought, but I think potentially that could be interesting to do. I definitely want to do more polls with people for like Ancient Civ, the future Star Trek Ancient Civilizations videos, like have them decide which one I do next, for example. Have that be a recurring thing, that and the other like alien biology videos and stuff like that.
Game makes a pretty good point. He says, if you think about it, every sequel of any brand is kind of like a fan fiction, except fans aren't in the boardroom.
That's true. The people who are writing Star Trek now and the people who even wrote Star Trek in the 90s, they were fans of the original series. So it is fan fiction in a big way. That's true.
God, Link Kingdom is so fast.
I know, right?
I know Ant says that Wooded is like one of the harder ones in the run, but I really like Wooded.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider it one of the harder. There's more potential to like fall off of cliffs and whatnot.
That's true. Yeah, I guess if you end up in deep woods, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, because there's I don't even remember. I know I've memorized like 2 Deep Woods moons. One of them is pretty easy to get if you know, are fast enough. The other one is not fast at all. It's not something that you would ever want to do in a speed run.
Yeah, I don't know any of the moons in Deep Woods. If I fell, I would just like try to get out as fast as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Deep Woods, one of the there's quite a few. I know there's like a sub area, and the sub area is one of the trickier ones. So I would never want to have to get stuck with that. I know one of them you move a tree with a button on it, and then another one is with like the coin coffer. So you have to plant a seed.
Game says, "Am I the only one that measures time by TV shows? Because you just did 1 episode of Family Feud worth of speedrunning time."
One episode worth of Family Feud. I know people who measure time in songs. I don't think that's a particularly unusual way to measure time. I mean, it's not a standard unit because every song is not the same length, but if you say a song is like 3 minutes, then it took me,
Yeah.
you know, 1.5 songs to
Sometimes I catch myself measuring time in YouTube video lengths, like, under the assumption that they're 15 minutes.
yeah. Okay. That kind of sucks because I was going to use that fire bro.
The baby strat.
Yeah.
Nah, you don't need that.
Okay.
And Springtime wants to clarify that he meant when he was making his comment on the Vulcans being warned not to return to Earth. That's what he meant by a creepypasta.
Okay. Yes, I did skip that nut.
Moving on. You know, perhaps you could, you know, to make up for that moon that you skipped just there, perhaps you could buy one from the shop.
I just did, though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, it's kind of right, isn't it?
Yeah. That's always my backup. I'm like, well, I could buy one from the shop.
We will rock you. We will figure out a way to make up for it, though. Don't worry.
There's a lot you could grab around here.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, you could like go up and use the tank to like blow a hole in like the cave wall, you know? Just progress normally with the stage.
Oh, shit. Okay. That was not an optimal run of that sub area at all.
That is not an easy sub area.
It really isn't. Bonk. There we go. I'm leaning forward too much. See, the thing is my pop filter's in the way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Well, you know, they say never, and you know it could be the case, but having done all these practices, there's some challenge runs that I just don't know if I'll ever do. You know what I mean?
Like what?
Damageless.
Oh, well, that would just be not fun.
Yeah. Gotta restart the run.
Springtime is reminding you that augments and warp drive don't mix well.
There's been some short stories, I guess, about some of the augments escaping from Earth using, or not escaping from Earth, like an alternate history where they won the eugenics wars, and they developed warp travel. I don't remember what book it was in or anything like that, but I guess now that it is true actually that the Botany Bay was a sub-light vessel. Man, my practice run was better than that.
Game says Mario without collecting coins? ? I mean, yeah.
That would be.
I watched Ant's playthrough of that challenge, and it just kind of like hurt me inside.
Yeah.
You know, like it wasn't even like, oh, that's such a great idea. Like, no, it was just like kind of painful to watch.
Honestly, this game, I feel like more than others would be harder coinless.
Mm-hmm. Just wait till you get to City Hall.
Hey, I got it.
Evan says this board reminds me of Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, there's. I guess you could say that Odyssey is like a spiritual successor to 64 and Sunshine, perhaps. There's some Galaxy elements, but yeah, this Wooded Kingdom. Of course, I haven't played Galaxy in a long time, but I could see the Galaxy vibes that one might get from it. Almost got that fast strat.
This is not an easy like technique there.
Mm-mm.
I don't think I've ever gotten that. I always have to do the slow.
I've gotten it like once, so I've gotten moon skips easier than that.
It kind of is.
Yeah. And then the fast strat of getting up to the top without jumping is I just haven't been able to master the angle.
It's just not really worth it. You
No,
save,
it's
like,
not.
2 seconds.
Yeah. But this is an
Springtime
easy
says,
boss.
do you think that in Star Trek in the 80s, NASA had a moon base?
Good question. I know that Fringe's alternate universe, it's somewhat implied that they have a moon base, or they at least have circumlunar daily moon flights in the 2010s. In Star Trek, it's possible. I don't know, because I would tend to think that given the history that we've experienced, because there's an attempt by the writers to, I guess the less diplomatic way to phrase this is shoehorn in, like, or force in, like, real world history into the lore. So like Elon Musk and everything, SpaceX. So if they're sticking to realistically what has happened in real life, then probably not. But it is possible. All right, since I'm short a moon, I am gonna buy another one from the shop. That is a thing I can't do that.
No, I didn't think so.
You can do that post story though. All right.
I think you can, like... Isn't there one in this room somewhere? You can, like, ground pound or...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember.
I just need to get this one like a big boy.
Yeah, I think it would be cool for us to have a moon base. The problem is I don't want it to be Elon Musk's moon base.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's a problem with Mars missions in the future, is that I am sensing more and more that now I think private space companies have a right to exist, and they have played a major role in, recent like interest kind of starting back up in space exploration, and they help reduce costs and everything. That's all good and well, but I have a sick feeling that when we go to Mars and Titan and Alpha Centauri one day, I just got this sick feeling in my stomach that we're gonna be experiencing a lot of the same struggles between public and private interests than we are on Earth. I would imagine that's kind of how it is in like The Expanse. I haven't watched The Expanse. I'm sorry. Hey, Springtime, let me ask you a direct question, actually. Which show should I catch up on first? The Expanse or For All Mankind? Because The Expanse, I know, has 5 seasons. For All Mankind has 2. So it would be quicker to catch up on For All Mankind. But because The Expanse has been around for longer, you could argue that that's the one I should start with. So what's your take on that? And I can't guarantee that I'll do it anytime soon, but like I do want to watch these shows. It's really legitimately is about like not having time. Okay, see, he jumped there, and see, I didn't get to him in time. That's the fast strat.
Mm-hmm. Evan says they mentioned Elon Musk in an episode of Star Trek Discovery.
Mm-hmm. And it made me feel sick. It's pretty clear that I don't like Elon Musk.
I said, and it made me throw up.
No, I'm exaggerating somewhat. They mentioned him alongside Zefram Cochrane as like being like somebody who helped advance space technology, and that is true. And in the future, like I do think that it's definitely possible, if not likely, that even in a more progressive future like Star Trek, that they could be maybe less intimately familiar with Elon Musk's sins.
I do tend to agree that that's whether or not that's like how you want to frame your fictional universe's history, it's still pretty cringy to shove someone in that's literally alive.
Yeah. I can't remember. I know they've done that with some other people. Of course, they did that. Stephen Hawking was in an episode. Well, Stephen Hawking is that's a different league of human being than Elon Musk.
Right.
But all right.
Springtime says The Expanse, all caps, 1,000,000 exclamation points.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, that's actually easier because I have Amazon Prime and I don't have Apple TV, so.
Ugh to both, though, honestly.
Kinda, yeah. How do you like that failed klepto skip there, boys?
I think that's a great opportunity for you to try the tree version.
Oh my fucking god.
Which is the fun way to do it.
No. No, I got this on the first try in my practice run, so.
That's true.
Yeah. Ah, okay, it's the cage. It's the cage. I have to be at a different spot on the cage. Well, we're not doing a 2-minute Lost Kingdom, folks.
Womp, womp.
Womp, womp, womp. I was going to say, if I do this 3 times, I'm just going to let Klepto take Cappy. Because
but it's a matter of pride at that point.
I know, but like, I haven't figured out how to get him to totally avoid doing it when I have to go around, because I can't get the bridge moon at the end. So, yeah. I know there's Spook the Bird is the strat that Ant does, where you
right, yeah,
you trick him. All right, well, I'm not gonna lie. This is actually kind of disappointing because I can do Klepto Skip on the the spacing on the cage was messing me up. So yeah, I have brought shame to the family. I'm prepared to admit I am not good at speedrunning. But we're only halfway through. We're not even halfway through. We still got a ways to go. It's okay. It's okay.
Once again, there is like 10 minutes of time you can make up on Moonskip potentially.
Yeah. My shoulders.
Springtime says he hasn't been able to get Apple Plus, but there is no way a NASA STS space shuttle could get to the moon, so I'm not sure about For All Mankind.
Yeah, I don't know too much about their universe. I know one of their main gimmicks is like, the Soviets beat the U.S. to the moon, which is not like, that wasn't incredibly likely to happen in real life because their N1 rocket was just inferior. Actually, what am I? Oh my fucking god! I'm sucking at Lost Kingdom.
You're thinking about Star Trek.
Yeah.
And For All Mankind.
Yeah. I'm sucking at Lost Kingdom.
Well, it's still incredible. You still have a gold split for Lost.
Yeah. See, that was not hard at all, was it?
There you go.
Yeah. Well, Lost Kingdom being the one that has been the trickiest so far is not incredibly surprising. I have to say, it is kind of ass. Not gonna lie.
Game says maybe you should use a pro controller for some points of the speedrun. It's funny you say that. That's actually like kind of a controversial opinion for this game, evidently.
Yeah, using the Joy-Cons with motion controls is ultimately going to be faster for me, simply because there's just some movements that I find easier to do if I'm actually using the motion controls. I know
I can't do a lot of the motion strats, but I think like optimally it really is better to like, you know, be holding one half of the controller still to move Mario and then like using motion with the right side.
Okay, that was not good
which
either.
is obviously something the pro controller can't do.
Yeah.
But then again, if you're just really good with the pro controller, maybe it doesn't matter.
Lost Kingdom giving me a little bit of trouble here. I know I can get that moon without using the Wiggler. What did I say?
I think you just need to be further back.
Yeah. I know I need to backflip the other way. I mean, the way that I've been doing it, because when I tried a backflip, it didn't work out. Oh my god, how am I missing this?
I think you just need to be way far back.
Yeah.
Like, you can cover so much distance with a cappy bounce. I think I just wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. How am I missing that? I have not been missing that one. Okay, this kind of sucks.
Still ahead on time.
Yeah. I'm gonna go the other way. No, I'm scared. Okay, we're gonna move on because I'm wasting too much time on that. I'll have to either come back to it or get a different moon.
Maybe you aren't waiting enough. We're waiting long enough before you dive. You know, like, cappy bounces can be like different heights.
Yeah.
Based on how long you wait.
Yeah, not happy, Bob. Not happy. Not optimal at all. He just flew by, didn't he?
Okay, so the moon in the cage, the moon under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
What's your third one going to be?
I'm going to have to try the other one again. Because I actually don't remember. You gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't remember what other moons there are before the moon rock. Well, this is actually kind of unexpected.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think off the top of my head, like, what's something you could grab quickly.
Mm-hmm.
You could buy a moon.
Fuck.
Springtime says there's a lot of moon mission creepypastas about secret moon missions.
Oh yeah, like maybe like the horror movie Apollo 18, which I haven't seen. That's kind of what that reminds me of, actually.
Evan says, is this game out in the US? If not, how did you get a copy? Yeah, this game's like 3 years old, actually.
Mm-hmm.
You can just change the language in the options.
Yeah.
But if you want to play a exclusively Japanese game on the Switch, all you have to do is make an account on the Japanese Nintendo website. Like, the Switch is not region locked. Which is kind of interesting because there's a different set of like free games and free game demos in the Japanese Switch store. So like you could download like free games from the US store and then make a Japanese account and then download free games from the Japanese store if you want on the same console.
All right, now we're losing time for realsies, so I have to move on.
I mean, my first thought is like, well, okay, yeah, that's the moon to get to save time. That and then bridge.
Yeah. I'm just probably going to die on bridge is the thing.
Nah, you can do it. Just be patient.
Yeah. Well, it's warping me back here, so maybe we'll try again.
I think just wait on your dive, wait for Mario to do the full spin, and you might get it.
Not optimal, Bob. Not optimal. Yeah. Okay, that's weird because I have not...
Do a triple jump.
Yeah, I think I will.
Got the room for it.
Yeah, I'll have to start from a further back. Okay. That was a good strat, actually.
That's how it probably needs to be, because that room is always there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Lost time on Lost. Interesting.
Not too bad. 2 minutes.
Yeah. We'll make that up down the road. We will. Oh my god.
Game says finally.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
Agreed.
My practice run actually was better than that, as you can tell, by 2 whole minutes. So, Night Metro is gonna suck too. All right. Well, now I'm even more pumped for our race, Andrew, because I gotta improve on individual kingdoms now.
Well, you still have several completed runs on me. I've never done a start to finish completed run.
All right. I'm not going to try the thing that I know that I can't do. because that will waste even more time.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not part of the any % route, but
I'm telling you, it's going to be a very interesting experience to race you with this game, because
yeah,
tricks like the little awning thing, like I know for a fact I can get them.
yeah.
It's just I'm going to be pausing and looking at notes for like 15 minutes over the course of the run.
I can't pause.
Must go fast.
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you are going for a world record, which we're not, but if you were, then it has to, of course, be continuous.
Well, yeah, you can pause your game, you just can't cut the footage.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go back and get that other moon that I missed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was too high before I dove, so that's why that bonk was there.
Game says these streets are accurately depicting a nighttime Harlem.
Nighttime Harlem. Oh, there's a lot of jazz influence in Metro Kingdom. So
That sounds like a film, man. That sounds like artistic cinema right there.
mm-hmm.
Nighttime Harlem.
Nighttime
A nighttime Harlem.
A film noir.
In fact, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's the worst room in the game.
I'm trying to think of rooms that are worse for me, because this is
the little spiny room in snow comes to mind.
Yeah, okay. So that one is worse for me.
That one's terrible.
Hey, look, I died. Okay.
Springtime says you should check out Scott Manley's YouTube channel. He makes videos about space and sometimes gaming.
Scott Manley, is that... I think I know who that is. I think does he like review movies? Did you just say that?
He didn't mention movies.
Oh, Christ. Okay. So this room actually is giving me trouble.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Scott Manley, I think I recognize him. I think he was on like Screen Junkies. So. Mario, pick a side.
I wonder if that's why, well, I mean, I'm sure the wall kicking is faster, but it also means that you don't accidentally spin, perhaps.
Oh my god. I can't believe this. See, this room actually hasn't given me as much trouble, believe it or not.
I hate this room. Springtime also says, or Vintage Space by Amy Shira tittle about the 50s to 90s space program.
Yeah, I've got my parents have a lot of like memorabilia related to Apollo and everything, because they grew up in that time, and they were like in elementary school in the late 60s, so mid to late 60s.
Are you feeling the big jump?
I couldn't. Because again, in my defense, the fact that I would not have gotten it for sure means I would have lost time ultimately. So
Yeah.
okay.
If that's true, then yes.
Well,
But also, if you don't take risks, how do you make your time back?
there will be some risks later.
Okay. Speaking of, this boss fight's a risk. fact that it exists is a risk.
Go. Shoot, shoot. Come on. There we go. I swear it's the motion or the aiming controls for the tank are just not programmed well, just as a matter of fact.
They're not good, but I definitely don't see how anyone could do it with motion. It's just so like shaky.
Yeah, Ant says that's easier. I don't know how.
Yeah.
I definitely have to aim. I also need to go further back. That's something else I did figure out.
Evan says it looks like an enemy from Metroid. Dude, don't even mention Metroid. Like, I've been waiting years, man. Years.
It is reminiscent, I will say that.
Nintendo waited like 8 years to give us a new 2D Metroid, and it wasn't even a new game. It was a remake, and it wasn't good.
Come on. No. I almost got 3 cycle.
How did that not count?
How did that not
you
count?
Hit that.
That's bullshit, man. I don't even care. That is actually, like... I'm mad.
There's a lot of things in this game that are kind of like... You feel like you should have gotten it when you didn't, and, you know, etc., etc. There's a lot of hard bosses. There's a lot of things that are probably harder than they should be. Mech fight comes to mind.
Mech fight
This
is gonna
boss is just
suck.
This boss is just unfun.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether you're speedrunning, whether you're casually playing, it makes no difference. This boss is just zero fun from beginning to end.
And as we discussed in one of wait, were you? I guess, yeah, you were here when I did Night Metro the first time, like my practice run 0.0. We discussed, like, why is it even here? Why is the Mecha Wiggler even here? Nobody knows. Okay.
What does Bowser want from Metro? He wants to put a Wiggler on it.
Yeah. I forget what...
Like, there's a reason for every other kingdom. I don't know why he's here.
Yeah. I don't either.
Game says, this is like a boss I would see in a Zelda game after getting the bow and arrow, honestly. You get the boomerang, and it's like, target all the segments of the centipede at once.
Alright, RC car is gonna be fun.
I could never. You guys really, if you haven't experienced the controls of this little RC car, you can't truly appreciate what is happening on screen right now. It's just like, if I had to describe the RC car's controls and their level of assness, I'd have to say it is very ass.
Very, very ass. Kinsey with the 5.
He says, expand doing any % glitchless run with guide. Why don't you give us the guide on Moonskip right now, Tyler? How do you do it?
You're making me do 2 things at one time.
Well, see, Moonskip's really easy. Just do it.
Yeah, Moonskip, you just do it. Yeah. Thanks for the super chat, man.
Game says, I applaud people that can speedrun this RC portion flawlessly. Yeah, the optimal strat for that is to not even use the RC car. You just, like, clip into the box.
Yeah, and I don't think that is exclusive to version 1.0, which I don't have. I don't either. The latest version. I don't But it's so
No,
hard, man.
I think it's motion. Like how you clip into a box with motion controls, I will never understand.
Yeah, Ant does it effortlessly. And he also does the jump rope effortlessly, like the
I
100
know.
jumps.
Nope. The highest I
How?
ever got on the jump rope was like 45.
40, yeah, 41 or something is what I got. 42, something like that. Well, you know what? Did that on the first try.
I'm terrified I'm gonna specifically miss that moon and have to like go all the way back up to do it again.
What you do is you just go to Captain Toad. I mean, I feel like that's like the way you save time.
So yeah.
I was about to.
The thing is though, then you're like down where you don't want to be.
Ugh, yeah. Ugh, yeah.
Captain Toad, ugh.
Yucky. How? How? We lost we lost a few seconds there, frankly.
If you don't get the moon on the way down to the pool, you're a loser.
There we go. I proved I'm not a loser.
Nice. You're one of the cool kids after all.
At least. I've gotten that on the first try sometimes. You know, I think it's this cafe. I can't necessarily take the time to look, but wherever there's like the laptop, the empty table with the laptop where you sit, if you sit long enough, a pigeon will land on Mario's head.
Well,
And it just sits there, so I've taken a few screenshots of that.
if we could only be so lucky. Kinsey says, OMG, when did you become good at games?
I wouldn't even say that's what this is.
Then he says, have my space babies.
Have your space babies? I would love to have it.
Oh.
Well, let's arrange that, I guess. Are you an Asari? I don't think Kinsey's played Mass Effect though. Maybe.
That can be remedied on May 14th.
Yeah.
Springtime says, for your next video, you should try and figure out how to get Captain Picard as captain of the Enterprise D. Say to some random guest star to say, it's just a prank, bro.
I guess I could start working on that. It's just a prank, bro. I feel like you've mentioned that before. Springtime, I think you're gonna really love my next Star Trek video, though. It's another political or politics history related one, and I have to say it's one of my best scripts, I think. And Andrew said that about Star Trek's Ancient Civilizations, the Vulcans, that just got released. Andrew hasn't even seen the script, so it's going to be a surprise for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy with it. I haven't started editing it just yet, but
You want to drop any teasers here?
it involves the Cold War and the War on Terror.
Ooh.
Both.
Mm-hmm.
That's my hint. That's my little hint that I'm dropping, is that it is related to those things specifically. So, pretty fun. Okay, so do we lose time on Metro? We lost a little bit on Metro.
I'm not sure. It says it's a gold split.
Yeah, gold means that you didn't lose time, right?
Gold is your best ever.
I don't know where the fuck it got that from. Maybe the Mecha Wiggler fight took longer the first time around.
It really wasn't a bad Metro.
No, just that room, that same room that gives you a lot of trouble, gave me a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
And Lost Kingdom, that gives you a lot of trouble, gave me a lot of trouble.
It gave you a lot of trouble.
Give me a shit ton of trouble.
My thing with Lost is like, I mean, I've died so many times there. I have so much trauma there that I just move like glacially slow. I'm terrified I'm gonna die at any minute.
Yeah.
Kinsey says Wiggler Wednesday, and I tend to agree.
Wiggler Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. I'm all the way over here. There we go. There's Captain Toad. This is an R-rated stream for the language. I don't have as much self-control as Small Ant does. And that's not even a Twitch policy. Twitch doesn't have a policy against cursing, does it? Or does it? I don't think so. Did we... Let's see. Andrew, you still there? Okay, I was worried the Hangouts call hooked up. Hangout.
I'm not actually sure about Twitch. I think you're fine on cursing. It's probably like a YouTube thing where like, you know, don't say them in like too
quick succession.
Yeah, too quick succession, or like too close to the beginning of the stream.
Yeah.
Or maybe put some kind of like disclaimer at the beginning. I'm not sure. But Twitch has some weird rules, man.
That's why I'm never gonna have a Twitch. Like I'll get a TikTok way before I ever get a Twitch. I'm serious.
Right.
I'm dead
Twitch
serious.
is like if you fall asleep, your like account is banned. It's like weird stuff.
What? That don't make no sense.
There are people that, you know, they'll do like long speed runs or like some kind of like challenge run that takes like, you know, over 24 hours. And their biggest fear is accidentally falling asleep on stream.
So
you'll get your account deleted.
Why?
Like, okay.
Now, I hate this room with a passion, but I say that, and I hope I don't jinx myself, but every time I do this on a run, it's always okay. I psych myself out in the practice runs. It's weird. And it's the opposite for some people.
The only thing I know about Twitch is that the true swimsuit models have to be in water if they're going to stream in swimsuits and stuff. I didn't know that, but that makes so much sense from what I know about Twitch.
I knew that based on the recent controversy that they're, you know, talking about all these Twitch streamers in bikinis that are like supposedly stealing views from real gamers or whatever the hell that means. I mean, I don't know much about Twitch. It just sounds like a bunch of misogynistic BS to me. But what I will say is...
on Twitch?
On Twitch?
No, not on Twitch.
It does strike me as like the result of weird rules, though. I mean, that is what it is, though, obviously, you know. Yeah.
Evan says, why does it say you got a moon in English, but the rest of the dialogue is in Japanese? Welcome to Japanese culture, man.
Yeah. Half of the words that you will see on the screen, I can read because I know katakana, which is their alphabet for foreign loan words. Half of the words in the Japanese version of this game are English words. Actually, I need the Goomba Tower that I can read. Now, Xander, how are you on your if you're still here? How are you on your kanji and your hiragana? Because I know Walter is I think he's still good on those.
Wait, are you better at katakana than hiragana?
Actually, let me rephrase. I'm not better at katakana than hiragana. I'm better at both than kanji. Like, I don't remember a lot of kanji.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But the fact that there's a lot of katakana here, I can read the katakana. Yeah.
I'm shit at katakana, I'll tell you.
Well, and again, I should rephrase that again. I'm not fast with katakana, but I can read it if I like sit and look at it. is what I meant. But there's not a lot of... Well, I mean, there's some hiragana on screen.
I'm much better at hiragana. I don't know why.
And it's strange because, well, I don't know. I guess, would you say that hiragana is maybe a little bit more pleasing to the eyes? Because
well, I think it's more distinct. Like, katakana is, like, simpler.
Yeah.
Which, like, you change the font, and the letter looks totally different. Unless you know it really well, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas, like, if you write hiragana in different fonts, you can pretty much tell what it is. At least that's my biggest issue with it.
I wonder if people are leaving because I'm not doing true any percent.
I think they're leaving because we're talking about weeb shit.
Oh, fuck that. Weeb shit. They see me with my neck beard and all that. We're talking about weeb shit.
Your neck beard. Father, please don't ever get a neck beard.
I don't have a real neck beard.
Springtime says, my next generation fan fiction is mostly about Captain Picard and his crazy war against furries and Filthy Frank. Okay, Springtime. Why would Captain Picard have a war against Filthy Frank? If anything, they would be on the same side, defending humanity.
A boss. A boss. Why am I here again? That was a waste of time.
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. You've seen Walter's Twitter? Yeah, I know. It's... yeah. He hasn't seemed to respond. I mean, I know he doesn't know who you are. I'm sure he wonders how you found his Twitter. It's fine though. It's a public app. Let's go.
Bye, Snow.
Bye, Snow. The godforsaken kingdom. Wait, are we behind again? No, we can't be.
No, you're still ahead.
That's... No, we're... It says
oh, wait, no.
It says I've lost...
Okay, I see.
I've lost...
This is your best snow. Oh, no, it's not. It's not your best snow. What happened on snow?
It was what I just did where I went into the same room twice.
Yeah, but that wasn't 2 minutes.
Oh, that's not... 2 seconds.
No, that's 2 minutes.
That's 2 minutes 4 seconds. That's that. Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know what took 2 minutes longer about that. I really
I
don't.
either. Unless, I mean, I think your splits were accurate before. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I the practice run leaving Metro. I'm pretty sure that I hit it at the right time. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that's why Metro shows it was ahead, even though it felt like it took longer. Because I don't.
Maybe.
I have not been paying attention.
We know Seaside will be accurate, so let's see what happens after Seaside.
Yeah. Seaside's gonna suck. Well, not really.
I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if you were behind, given what happened in Lost, but we'll see.
Yeah, given what happened in Lost.
But we also haven't made it to the moon yet. So I really don't know how this is going to turn out.
Mm-hmm. Now, my question is, how come I can never stay straight on this?
Okay, what if you just don't touch the analog stick? Do you go forward?
Well, I know you're not supposed to touch the analog stick, but getting like lined up initially is also a problem for me.
Yeah.
I swear. That is the kind of thing that could be better on a Pro Controller.
Yeah. The Joy-Cons are not known for their analog sticks, are they? Evan says, what's the object of the game? How would you describe that, Tyler?
How would I describe the object of the game? I would describe the object... Well, it depends on what kind of run you're doing. If you're doing a casual run casual playthrough, or if you were doing the speedrun that is called World Peace, then the object of the game is to defeat all the bosses. Again, this is casual run / World Peace. Defeat all the bosses, and ultimately, as we'll see when we get to the moon, defeat Bowser at the end and stop his wedding with Peach. That's the synopsis of the game, if I could describe it that way. Fish.
And if you look in the upper left corner of the screen, you see his little purple moons that he's collecting, and then there's these like silhouettes of circles afterward. That's how many more moons he has to get in this stage before you can go on to the next one. So it doesn't matter which moons you get, but obviously if your goal is speed, you want to optimize and try to find a path that is very time efficient. So if he like misses one, for example, you kind of gotta think on your feet and replace it with another one somewhere else in stage.
Which I've had to do a few times this run. Now this run that I'm doing is called Any %. Now it's actually, what I'm doing is actually a modified version of Any % because I have not mastered all of the fast strategies as they are called, the little skips here and there. But so this is a modified Any %, but what Any % means basically is finish the game as fast as possible with any % of the collectibles, and that's usually the moons, as we are seeing.
Springtime says, my prediction for 2024 is the My Pillow guy will run for president. See, the thing about that, Springtime, is I would love to just laugh at that, but you could very well be right, and that upsets me.
Yeah, I mean, I was actually about to say the same thing. Like, what I think is actually going to happen for 2024, I think Mike Lindell could run, frankly. If Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor of California, anything is possible, kids. All right, wait a second. How many moons do I have? I have all but one. Okay, it's the Sphinx. Okay. Yeah, I think what's going to happen for 2024 is Trump is going to run again.
Yeah, I think so too.
And, whoops, that was the wrong answer. It was the last one. If he runs again, then he's got the nomination locked down, no question. And the general election is even a toss-up because we're not sure if Biden's going to be running again or if it's going to be Kamala Harris. Or
It'll be Kamala.
Yeah, probably. Most likely. And I'm not convinced that she...
The DNC wants Kamala.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that she can beat Trump. I'm not convinced that she could win a general election, frankly. And that's entirely because... I mean, for one thing, she didn't even make it past Iowa. She didn't even make it to Iowa. So, okay, losing a little bit of time again.
So yeah, you're behind like a minute.
Yeah.
From Lost.
Yeah.
Maybe a little more, minute and a half.
Yeah. I was hoping that wouldn't happen.
But who knows how much you lost on Moonskip last time? It could have been 10 minutes.
I think it was like 10 or 12 minutes.
Yeah, you could literally end up like 8 or 9 minutes ahead here.
Honestly.
And don't forget, you also like bonked a lot in Luncheon.
Mm-hmm.
So if you either get it on the first try or just like do something else, you could definitely make up that minute and a half here alone.
Mm-hmm. So we're actually going to Luncheon. Cool. I wouldn't even consider Luncheon to be an incredibly difficult kingdom, to be perfectly honest.
Bond enters the chat and says, "What's up? Love your channel, man. Thanks for keeping Star Trek alive."
Ooh, thank you very much. Thanks for stopping by. Glad you are enjoying the channel. I'm enjoying the direction that that the channel has taken. Okay.
Springtime wants to know if you support Jenner for California.
No.
My response to that would be, why would I?
Yeah, she's a Republican, and I'm not. That's one thing.
Not to mention zero experience
Yeah.
in politics.
Zero experience
or in
politics.
life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Springtime says, joking aside, I don't think you're a VP fan, ?
No. Kamala Harris's record. It's funny that we're talking about this on a Super Mario Odyssey speedrun, but that's what.
Did you expect anything less?
Welcome to OrangeRiver. You know, that's what we do here. We're talking about Star Trek and politics on a Super Mario Odyssey speedrun. Yeah, Kamala Harris's record as DA in California is, or Attorney General in California is not great. I mean, she's a fairly conservative Democrat when it comes to certain issues that come to like criminal justice, which is, you know, I mean, if you're the top cop in the largest economy in the United States, then you have the power to put away a lot of people, and so her record.
I think it's no coincidence that the same year that there were more Black Lives Matter protests in any other year other than the year Mike Brown was killed, the DNC's response was to nominate a cop.
Yeah, I know, right? The most
Attorney General,
the most tone-deaf ticket in modern history,
right.
Frankly.
Bond says, you're welcome, man. Your video on Con Eugenics War is amazing. Ever think of doing more Trek podcast?
Trek podcast? I don't know. We tried to do a podcast, and some people liked it. It didn't necessarily do that well views-wise. I might have a project that I'm cooking up with another creator called Triangulum Audio Studios that is super in development. I can't really speak specifics on that. You didn't hear it here first.
Well done on that trick, by the way.
Thank you very much. That is a Star Trek podcast. I've been on some Star Trek podcasts before. I was on the Starfleet Underground podcast. Ooh, that wasn't good. I was on... Okay, this is where the little tiny time loss happens. I was on Starfleet Underground podcast, and I was also on Tex Trek's channel. He did a live stream. He does live streams all the time, but I was on a live stream several weeks ago, just welcoming some new creators from the Treksphere network, who I'm affiliated with, and they've been an incredibly generous community in terms of like hooking me up with different other Trek creators for collaborations and stuff like that. So that's been fun, and helping grow my audience even just a little bit at a time. Okay, I got to get that because that's a must-have moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta not do 2 dives. That's the thing. Rowan J. Coleman, yeah, I can't say that I have watched a lot of his videos, but he is also a Treksphere creator. We've chatted some on Twitter. He actually, I'm being a bad network partner by admitting this publicly, but there's this one video that he put out recently. I haven't watched it yet. That discusses the merits of canon, which is something that I care about quite a bit. And Andrew, you have mentioned that, and some of my commenters have mentioned the amount of effort that I put into trying to preserve canon with a lot of the theories that I craft. You know, I appreciate all the compliments on that. But his essay, the gist that I got is just kind of like having like a modern discussion about, you know, what kind of changes could be made to canon if we don't act like, you know, canon purists, which I'm not. If I were, I would describe canon purist as being synonymous with like what I call visual literalism, which is like the USS Enterprise NC-1701 looks like a 1960s TV show set. Like, no. I can accept that it looks like the way it looks in Discovery. That was not great, what I just did. But since I got both moons, I'll actually just exit the challenge room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Springtime says, so I take it you're not looking forward to all the Crazy Girls Harris for POTUS fans in 2024. I'll work with at least one from Jamaica.
Real quick,
Well, my opinion, Springtime, is I just kind of think ID politics in general is cancer. I really don't care what you look like. I care what you think. Which is why I was so disturbed and will continue to be disturbed when like marginalized groups are like, oh, we finally have a black vice president. And I'm like, okay.
She's a cop.
But she doesn't agree with anything you think.
Yeah. So it's funny that you mentioned that. So there was actually some polling data and like a study that came out recently. You might have seen this, where they actually did scientific measurements of people's. There went the golden turnip, the second golden turnip. They did measurements of people's support of progressive policy, like tuition-free college and living wage, Medicare for all, stuff like that. They framed it initially as an identity issue, like this will really help, and it is true that those things actually would help, you know, minorities. But they framed it as a racial justice issue, and then they framed it as a class issue.
I saw what you were talking about.
When you frame it as a class issue, it gets more support, and this is what Martin Luther King was talking about, the white moderate. You know, as you know, you have to. Even though he also said that they were a big obstacle in his time to certain justice issues, that you have to get their support at the end of the day to enact. I mean, that's kind of, you know, Lyndon Johnson, I would describe him as that, but also just people out in the population. When you frame things as a class issue, even things that objectively would be like racial justice, when you frame them as a class issue, you get more public support for them. And so it's actually, I see what the Democratic Party is doing, and it's kind of disappointing, but not surprising.
Well, it's disappointing from a moral perspective as well, because like, how is that different from segregation exactly? When you say, oh, this person is this because they're black, this person is this because they're white.
Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
Skip this.
Bond says, he's good, yeah, referring to Coleman. Best season of TOS 1 through 3, question mark?
Ooh. Probably season 1 and 2. It's been a while since I've done a full watch through of TOS. I know season 3 has a lot of weaker episodes that I don't particularly care for, including I don't know if Spock's Brain was season 3, but like there's one that I particularly don't like called And the Children Shall Lead, which is like my least favorite episode of Star Trek ever. I think that was a season 3 one, but seasons 1 and 2. Oh shoot, I missed One Moon. Okay, I have to go get that real quick.
I don't know where you missed it. Which one is it?
See, it almost made it. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll show you. I won't even speak. I'll just show you.
Okay.
I could get one from the shop, but this one is like right here.
I think this will be fast or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Because you have to, you know, the shop takes time.
Yeah.
Several loading zones.
Yeah.
Oh, I know which one it is, yeah. Well, you're getting a big time save. It's a shame, such a silly mistake, because you would have gotten a huge chunk, but
yeah,
you're still going to come back ahead.
Yeah, because I spent.
You're now officially ahead from your PB.
I spent too long on the practice run on
That cursed mountainside.
ugh. Okay, well that was a silly mistake that I just made, but a time save. So overall, we are improved from the PB, and in 2-1 split. Okay. Yeah, kind of piggybacking off of Bond, your initial question. Going to like TNG and DS9 and Voyager Enterprise. I guess we can talk about favorite seasons of those. I guess Andrew, you've just seen TOS like all the way through, haven't you? Or have you seen the other series? Any of the other series?
I've seen bits and pieces of a lot of them.
Yeah.
I've seen more original series than anything else.
Yeah.
Just because I enjoy it the most.
Yeah. So my favorite, and it's hard for me to pick out like individual favorites of the later shows. Oh, that was stupid what I just did. The middle seasons of TNG are great. The Dominion War arc in DS9 is absolutely fantastic, even though Gene Roddenberry would have absolutely hated it. It's still some of the best Star Trek ever, which just goes to show you that like if you create a franchise, sometimes and it gets really big, sometimes it is best to let other people take over. Because I actually think that he was kind of a detriment to season 1 and 2 of TNG, because his big rule for TNG initially was no conflict among the characters, and that just does not make for good, interesting television. And it also assumes a lot about human nature, and that it's super malleable. Which I think human nature is a little malleable, but not that malleable.
That's actually that actually brings up a much larger conversation that I've been meaning to have with you for a while, which is just like the notion of the Federation in general as being like proper, essentially, you know?
And utopian, supposedly.
Yeah, right. It's like, what exactly justifies them as being correct always?
They say so.
And how do you prove that they're not corrupt?
It's kind of like the United States.
Exactly. Because history has taught us that any group that obtains power eventually becomes corrupt, period.
Yeah. So one good thing about Star Trek Picard, and this is something that a lot of people have complained about, I think, unjustifiably. One good thing about Star Trek Picard is that they show a Federation that is getting too powerful and corrupt for its own good. That's kind of the premise, is that Jean-Luc Picard is done with Starfleet because he thinks that they have lost their way. And even though you could say that he's a traditionalist in that sense, on the flip side of that, he's actually, like, the Federation in Star Trek Picard is an analog for, like, the West vis-a-vis the Syrian refugee crisis. And in the show, the analog is the Romulan refugee crisis. I think on paper that's a perfectly good... Now, they kind of abandoned that part of the story after the initial, few episodes, which I was kind of disappointed about. That was one of the big letdowns about that show, is that they kind of dropped that. But on paper, that's a kind of a fantastic idea. Even though, oh my God, they're putting politics in Star Trek. Shut the fuck up. That Star Trek has always been political. So that's, I think, like I said, on paper, that's a good story. But yeah, the Federation being, eventually like collapsing eventually is the premise of Discovery Season 3. And that's not even a new idea, because some people might say, Discovery took a misstep by doing that. Now, I actually think that Season 3 was the best of the show so far. That idea dates back to the early 2000s, when they were trying to come up with a premise for, and Brian Fuller, who was initially involved with Discovery, which makes me think that they actually had this plan from the start of Discovery, because this is before he left. Brian Fuller had a show concept that he was developing called Star Trek Federation that was about a federation that had gotten too bloated and corrupt, and it was set in the 31st century, so Discovery set in the 32nd century. So, yeah, similar vibes. Similar vibe is such a pedestrian word to use in that context, but you know what I mean.
Game says, that dragon is just a flex on Nintendo. It makes no sense there. Look, dude, one day, Mr. Miyamoto woke up and he was like, man, Dark Souls is a really popular franchise. Let's just take Dark Intermediate and put it in our new game. And then he did. That
dragon is one of the best looking designs of just anything that I've seen in any game in quite a long time, frankly. I mean, especially for something like this. I mean, I do think that it is worthwhile to ask the question, why does it look so realistic compared to all the cartoonish animals and people in the game? But you can't deny it looks really good, just objectively.
Springtime says, I heard a rumor that the next generation Season 1 was going to be a TOS remake.
Well, so that, to me, that is Star Trek Phase 2 is what that reminds me of, which is Gene Roddenberry's 1970s concept for a TOS sequel with Matthew Decker, or Matt Decker, Will Decker, what's the guy from the motion picture, and Ilya. What am I doing? I didn't even grab the bird. I was talking about Star Trek.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Oh, the bird.
Oh, the bird.
Evan says, do you think the Federation is communist?
This is the title of my most clickbaity video ever from 2016. That's my first video, my first Star Trek video. Not my first video. Andrew knows about my real first videos. But do I think it's communist? Depends on the definition. If we're talking about a classless, it's not a stateless society, so it's not pure communist. So already we've lost the plot. It is moneyless. There is no money in the Federation, as they like to point out from time to time, even though that is not practical, and writers have kind of retconned that, which I'm kind of okay with, because Gene Roddenberry was a Maoist. Like, he was actually a self-described Maoist, so there were a lot of socialistic elements that he put into the Next Generation in particular. There's only so much that he could do in in TOS, given that it was the height of the Cold War in the 60s, whereas TNG was when the Cold War was more or less winding down. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. But I think it's socialistic. I think it has communistic elements. I don't think it's pure Marxian communism. And I haven't read theory, so I don't, I'm not an expert. But I think it's like a democratic socialist federal republic is how I would describe it.
Springtime says, have to go to sleep, so bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Springtime. Thanks for sticking with us for as long as you have. Thanks for making every stream that you're able to. You're the MVP. Thanks for being a member once again.
Springtime is the MVP.
Mm-hmm. I actually just screwed up the fast strat on that. I won't say it was because I was talking, but it might have been because I was talking. But that's okay.
I mean, it sounds like it was Springtime's fault.
No.
He said no. Don't ever accuse my MVP.
See, okay, it's depth perception.
Yeah.
It's
Hopper
depth perception.
Not my favorite fight.
And it's not, again, it's not a hard fight. Not a hard fight. That should have been faster. I'm just kidding.
Vaughn says, did you guys see the Geek Culture Explained video on First Contact Day? Rob is a huge Trekkie, more so the Next Generation fan.
I did not, actually. I wanted to do some First Contact Day material myself. Harriet, sit still. God. Ah, I missed the fast. Oh my God, did I just seriously die?
Yeah.
That didn't happen last time. I guess I hadn't replenished my health. I know the fast strats for Harriet. I know you don't have to fight Topper again. I know the fast strats for Harriet. Let's go. I also can't friggin' hear the game, by the way, guys. I haven't been able to hear the game this whole time. I'm just saying. I can't hear anything that's going on in the game. I can't hear it. Harriet, why you gotta do me like that? See, this is where I'm gonna lose time. Slow down, woman. That's what Small Ant says. When he's
Does he really?
yeah, slow down, woman. It's my aim. I know it's my aim. It's my aim. That's the problem.
Can you do the shake homing thing on those bombs or no?
I don't know how. Okay. Time loss. We're gonna make it up in Moon Kingdom.
I still am not. Well, you do have to fight the mech still.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. It shouldn't be happening. I got all the fast strats on the first try on the practice run. All right, I almost
feel like the mech fight needs to be its own split.
It should be.
I may set mine up that way, because that's just like it's its own thing.
It is. Oh my God.
The game says Harriet is cooking you.
She is. Okay, well the good news is I can get these. Okay. Oh wait, oh no, we're not done. I paused prematurely. I actually didn't.
Evan says, what is your favorite game franchise from Nintendo? Mine is Zelda.
Mine is Mario.
Metroid.
Or Wii Sports. I'm not kidding though. I actually do enjoy the Wii Sports games, but Mario is probably my favorite. Even though I haven't I haven't finished 64 Galaxy Sunshine. Like I need to go back and actually do those. I need to get good first at this though. I lost mad time on both of those boss fights. And
speaking of,
yeah.
Have you seen some of the speedruns for Sunshine specifically?
I haven't. I know. Did Ant do one?
Personally, like, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I haven't
like 64 is crazy just because the game has been out for so long that it's just optimized to hell. But Sunshine is like absolutely ridiculous with the like technical things you have to perform in that game. I think Sunshine is way more impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Game says, I miss the Mii's, man.
I miss the Mii's. I know. Whatever they replaced it with.
I cannot relate, but Nintendo just released Miitopia for the Switch, so if you need some Mii's, just go have fun. You can make them sing and dance and do whatever you do in Miitopia.
Oh my God. Well, the good news is we're not losing time on these walls. At least not that much.
Bond says, thoughts of the Kelvin Timeline movies. Watched all 3 movies this weekend, and I honestly love it. J.J. Abrams is better Star Trek than Star Wars, honestly. I tend to agree, since I dislike Star Wars as a whole.
Yeah. As far as Star Wars, The Force Awakens was that was the one that he directed. And then Episode 9 was a complete and absolute mess. I like the Kelvin Timeline movies. I don't like Into Darkness because I think that it is too much of a reskin of Wrath of Khan.
I agree with that. But Beyond, though.
Beyond is just a good Star Trek film.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Nice.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Oh God.
Okay, well, it couldn't last that long.
If I don't master mech, I will lose because of mech.
So I got, oh no, what was that? That was a Windows sound.
Really?
Did you didn't hear it?
No.
Okay, well I guess it's not relevant then.
What happens if you throw your hat at the danger noodles?
The danger noodles, I don't think they're effective against the danger noodles.
Oh no.
I don't think they're effective against the danger noodles, and that's honestly kind of concerning. I don't think anything is effective against the danger noodles, the danger hula hoops.
I don't know what they are.
I don't know what they are either. Oh, shit. No! I'm losing. I lost time because of aim. That's my least favorite form of time loss is aim. I could have gotten that with one of those bombs.
Bond says, yeah, I agree. Into Darkness is more of a Wrath of Khan revisited, but damn, Beyond is such a great Star Trek movie.
Oh my god, it is. It's so... And from the director of Fast and Furious, of all franchises, I am impressed.
Don't know how.
It just goes to show you that filmmakers can make films.
Well, it also goes to show you that writing is so important.
Yeah, because Simon Pegg wrote that. He wrote Beyond. Okay, I almost made it. I need to get a heart.
That was very close.
Danger noodles!
God.
Danger noodles!
Oh my god.
Danger noodles!
I
Danger...
think I'm just getting a different rock.
Yeah, Danger Will Robinson. Okay. I wouldn't... Oh, fucking hell. I better not die.
Jesus.
I got, what, 2 Brutals left?
You have 1.
Okay, good.
It's just Topper, I think.
That fucker Topper.
Yeah, he was your last one last time, too.
Mm-hmm.
Bond says, Justin Lin directed Beyond, exclamation point.
Mm-hmm. He did a great job. And again, it was also the writing in large part. He did a great job. Okay. Well, the good news is that
was a stressful little fight there.
we're done with that. And I didn't die on the mech fight. So, okay, we are approaching, what, less than a minute time save? Okay. We'll get back. We'll save time on Bowser's Kingdom. Even though I died multiple times on the Brutals, or actually that's not true. I died once. Was it once or twice? I died twice on Harriet. Is that right? Yeah.
I think so.
That should not have happened. It's gonna be close. Oh, come on. Cutscenes. Mario. Deposit the moon. Cappy, shut up. Cappy.
Game says his prediction is about 2 hours, 8 minutes. I think that's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be sub 218.
Yeah. So I don't think we're going to get sub 2 hours today.
Nah.
Which is disappointing because I should have. I will admit that I made mistakes that. All right, well, a few seconds lost on Bowser's Kingdom. I made some mistakes.
Is the fourth movie gonna happen? I'm hearing it's in 2023, but will they bring the cast together? Even though sadly, rip Anton.
Yeah, that was he was taken way too early from us. I don't know if the fourth movie is happening or not. I know a fourth movie is happening. I don't know if the fourth movie with the Kelvin cast is happening. I don't know if Chris Pine, if he's too expensive for them anymore or what. But I know a fourth movie is happening in 2023. All right. We get to witness what, for me, has been the hardest trick in the game this whole run. And that is Moonskip. But you know what? Moonskips took so long on the practice run, and I've gotten more practice in right now that...
I have a good feeling about Moonskip.
Yeah. First, we got to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be first
Doing
try.
this successfully saves like 5 minutes of in-game time. Assuming you do everything perfectly,
Yeah.
which is, of course, unrealistic.
Yeah. That was too far to the right. So we're going to fix that.
I think you have a new member here, Tyler.
Ooh. Hey, looks like Bond became a member. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. Now I've got 3. Thank you so much. I thought I've
That
almost
wasn't
felt
bad.
it. I thought I almost felt it. We're almost getting enough height.
Mm-hmm.
We're almost getting enough height.
Nice, that's pretty good.
Almost there. See that one actually confuses me because I'm not sure.
I think you just
How
need to
that-
pull back away from the wall more, like more toward the camera on that wall, you know?
We'll get it. We'll get it in a minute. Okay, that one was botched. I could tell. Oh, nope. Oh man, I almost made it. I almost made it.
Ooh,
I almost made it.
that's interesting.
I almost made it. Okay. Hope it doesn't take too much longer now.
Don't get tilted on me.
No, that's not going to happen. Okay.
It's close. It's close.
I bonked. See,
Oh.
I'm getting up there. I just
Yeah,
am-
don't get too ahead of yourself. Like,
yeah.
you're still way ahead on time. Like you have time to like center yourself and be patient.
Okay.
Yep.
That bonk. I'm getting a little bit away from the wall.
I think you know this, but remember that you can't dive a second time because you can't land on Cappy again. So once you dive, it will become a bonk. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Gotta kind of force yourself to just like fall slowly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was close.
I didn't feel the friction that time. I thought I got the right amount of height.
It was good height.
Yeah. This will save more time than the moon caverns, though. For sure. And we just did moon skip
Nice.
on the 17th try. That's okay,
that
though.
Saved a huge chunk.
It
of time.
saved a massive amount of time. Do we have a
We're now at the boss.
Do we have a new chat from?
Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I got to, bro. We got to communicate, Tyler, via Discord, Facebook Messenger, and plus I have a page on Facebook where I cover some Star Trek called NERD, Never Ending Research Division."
Excellent. Well, I have Facebook. I have Twitter. I don't have Discord yet. I want to be able to set up a Discord server for OrangeRiver, so maybe somebody can help me with that. Because I literally don't know. I at one time had promised on Patreon that I would set up a Discord server, but I never got around to it because I just don't have a lot of experience with the app. But yeah, we'll connect, man. I appreciate it once again. By the way, for those who are watching and are interested, I found out from a guy called Steve Gaming that Mario's hitbox for the fire breath there is quite small, which like knowing that fact gives me more confidence when I am approaching him, or not when I'm approaching him, when I'm trying to time my jumps.
Evan says, "Is there a world record for fastest time? If so, what is it?" Game responded and said about 57 minutes. Yeah, that run is like actually insane. It's like inhumanly fast. We're talking like Mario is moving so quickly the camera can't keep up with him.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And you use like clips or, like going out of
yeah,
bounds.
oh yeah, you go through walls. It's absolutely insane. Because the thing is, this game isn't really short.
No.
It's just optimized to hell.
I've heard it described casually as a 25-hour game. And the fact that we're doing a speed run that's going to be
around 2 hours.
Yeah, around 2 hours is like, it proves that I have some amount of skill.
I think you're gonna beat Game's estimate here.
Yeah, what was his
2 hour, 8
initial
minute estimate?
What was his initial?
He said 2 hours 8 minutes, but I think you're gonna be under that.
Yeah. As long as I don't fall like that. Okay. Here we go. Okay, that was the triple jump. I actually had intended to not have to go around there, but I had to time the triple jump just right, and I evidently missed it a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh. Okay, I screwed up for XD. I can't do XD now. That's XD is a meme.
It's a skip that saves no time.
It's a skip that saves no time, and you can die if you do it wrong. I'm actually getting the motion controls mixed up a little bit too myself. Alright, well, we're not going to make sub 2 hour.
No, but it's going to be close.
But it's going to be close.
Which definitely means you're capable of it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know exactly what I need to do, like, to save time. Uh-oh. Okay. First off, I need to not die here, for one thing.
What do you think you need to practice besides Moonscope?
Lost Kingdom. Evidently. Apparently some stuff in Metro, although I'm actually a little more optimistic about it.
Your Metro seemed pretty good to me.
Yeah, it's just that room, that one room.
Yeah, well, that and maybe Mecha Wiggler.
Mecha Wiggler, if I can... getting a 2-cycle Mecha Wiggler is going to be, like...
That saves a lot.
Saving a lot of time. Okay, well, folks, we were honestly seconds, like actual seconds away from a sub 2 hour run. So we didn't quite get that.
Wow.
Two hours and 30 seconds.
Not a bad PB.
Not a bad PB at all. Okay, well, we made some mistakes today. That should not have happened. So I could have gotten sub 2 hour for real.
That one moon and lost.
That one moon and lost was
that one ate a lot of your time.
The problem. Thank you all for the moral support throughout this endeavor. You know, we can play around a little bit. We don't have to end the stream right now. We ended the run. We may not go too much longer since it is after midnight here. I'll let the credits roll. We can kind of take a breather for a minute. Maybe collect a few moons in Mushroom Kingdom and call it a day. Alright, well, I will save as... Cool.
Vaughn says, hey, send me your Facebook via Messenger inbox.
I'll do that.
And CJ says, ooh, a speed run, just as it ends.
Oh my god, CJ. CJ, you break my heart. Well, you know what you gotta do is you can watch the replay. It's funny because, like, starting it at... we started at 10, or a little after 10. We had a decent turnout for one of my live streams, I will say. So, not half bad. I didn't want to announce it ahead of time because we've been having some technical issues, and I didn't want to jinx myself too much, and this almost didn't happen. Last night, you guys don't even know half the stuff that happens behind the scenes. Last night, I did another practice. Well, actually, no, I was going to do a practice run. I did a practice run before I came on here, and obviously I saved 11 minutes, but I was prepping for a practice run last night, and we were having major issues with the capture card and OBS. And we just switched some cables out, and it evidently has gone fine. I know people mentioned some stuff about artifacting a little bit, but hey, no drop frames is my biggest like, I'll take that small victory. So we'll optimize it even further. All right, well, thank you all for turning out today. We'll like I said, we'll wind down a little bit, just collecting some moons in what you call it, Mushroom Kingdom. How am I having so much trouble with that? But Andrew has been on call with me for quite a long time. He was watching my practice run, so big shout out to him. Appreciate it, man. Big time, sticking around and helping out, troubleshooting as well. Shout out to Springtime and to Bond for becoming members. Shout out to Kinsey for his super chat and also being a patron on Patreon.
Speaking of, Bond just said, do you play Star Trek Online? I just played a little bit today, and it's very good.
I actually haven't played Star Trek Online in a very long time. I never really did finish like a save file for it or anything. Yeah, I will say, like, just speaking objectively, I have heard mixed things about it, about the gameplay, about all kinds of stuff. I know, like, the story seems very interesting to me, I will say. So I don't play Star Trek Online, though. It seems like the kind of thing that could be interesting for my channel, but quite frankly, I have a lot of other games that I have to get to before that. So, Bond, if you send me like a message or something on OrangeRiver, I can respond to that. We'll coordinate that somehow. We'll get it. I don't have enough purple coins for any of this, so.
Star Trek Online's an MMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So yeah, it seems like it'd be pretty. You need to invest some time to form an opinion on that, most likely.
Yeah. Hey, let's go visit Toadette, because she can give us some moons. You see, I picked out the correct outfit.
Mm-hmm.
The outfit.
Question is, are you going to do it actively during the race? I know one of us will be.
I could add that into my route. Whoa! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Oh, we haven't.
Now it's time for lots of Japanese text.
We haven't accomplished anything else yet, or have we?
Oh, really?
Surely that's not the case. Okay,
You've
yeah.
gotta have done some other things.
Surely we've gotten some things. Katakana. See, I can't read it fast. Like, if it were on screen for more than a few seconds, I could. Superstar. Wait, no. I'll get one syllable at a time. Cap something. That was cap something. Okay, that's all the ones that we got.
I think it was capture.
Capture, yeah. Captcha. Why are you down, Toad? Actually, I don't care. I want to get over to Hey, I know. Let's go. Let's go on a painting run. There should be the warp painting for Snow Kingdom here. Yeah, I haven't got time for that just right now. Let's go to all the warp paintings. I should have splits for this to see how quickly I could get. Maybe that's another mini run I could do, is how quickly I could get like from one painting location to another. And world peace has not been achieved in this kingdom, evidently.
Minimum captures win.
Minimum captures win when I get good at anything else. When I get...
That is a run I will never ever do.
No.
Won't even make an attempt.
I was about to say when I do X, like, no, I'm not even going to promise that. That's...
Right. Minimum captures just seems like suffering.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I can't do a painting run because I have to get the Taifu to blow a platform, and it's not active right now. I have to achieve world peace in this kingdom, and frankly, I don't have the patience for that right now. So we're going to warp back to Mushroom Kingdom and just collect some more moons there, and then call it a day. Call it a stream. Now I have 35 coins. I know one thing I'm not doing is more boss fight rematches. I can tell you that.
I did
right
the dragon refight the other night, and it was equally difficult because I was taking 1 hit per cycle anyway, and then when the dragon was stronger and there were more projectiles, I was taking 1 hit per cycle. So, it was about the same.
Well, I had to do all of them the other night to get moons for my casual file. Let's do Koopa speedrunning. That's fun for a stream.
Oh.
We got PTSD memories from that, don't we, Squidward? Don't you, Squidward? Yes. Okay.
Imagine struggling with that moon now.
Oh,
I can't imagine being unable to dive.
$16 seconds.
CJ says, do you know any glitches that can get you to the moons faster? You know, if you like glitches, I know someone that has an entire channel dedicated to doing glitches in various video games.
Mm-hmm. Phobia Soft. If you search Phobia Soft on YouTube, you will reach your destination and find a lot of content in that vein. I don't know. I know of some glitches. I don't know how to do like any clips or anything through the wall.
Right, and it also depends on what version of the game you have.
Yeah.
We're playing on, what is it, 1.3?
This is like 1.3 something. Faster, yeah. That was 15 seconds for Koopa speedrunning.
Nice.
Yeah.
If you have 1.0, like if you buy a day one game cartridge and you don't update it, and you're like playing it natively on your Switch that way, you can do a lot more glitches where you can, you know, go out of bounds, go through walls, do sequence breaks, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's easy, but it is possible.
For sure.
And we did some of that stuff, like Moonskip, for example, is a good example.
Yeah,
of,
it's not as much a glitch as a skip, but it
Right,
is
like an
it is a
exploit.
time saver. It's an exploit, yeah. So I want to get the scooter because I know that will make it easier to roll around. Let's see what's down here, though. I think this is one of my least favorite sub areas in the game, post story.
Yeah, I can see that. Pixelated Gangster Mario is just a whole vibe.
A whole vibe, absolutely. The fact that they actually took the time to design 2D versions of each of his costumes is just really cute, in a word. Well, I sure as heck can't get that one again now, can I? I can get the one that is slightly harder, actually. See? Alright, well... One or two more tries on this, and we'll move on to something else.
Where's your chance to get that other moon?
Yeah.
CJ says Bowser has a different script every time you wear a different costume.
Ooh, yeah. That actually is true, isn't it? Alright, well, I couldn't get... I know you jump on a bullet bill. I don't know how I got it the first time. That's strange. Oh, well.
Mario usually looks Italian, but he looks especially Italian right now.
He looks especially Italian right now. Absolutely. So, this is something could maybe explore in like a theoretical theory video that we might or might not have planned, but about Super Mario. But given that it is pretty clear that the game takes place on a planet that is not Earth as we know it, is he really Italian anymore, or is it oh, see, I don't know how I actually like escaped from there, so whatever.
It seemed fine to me.
Yeah. Is because, you know, what games is it actually explicitly said that he's from Brooklyn, quote unquote? It's not any of the main lines.
I don't think any.
Not any. That's like extra material, isn't it? Yeah.
That sounds like movie stuff.
Well, I know movie, but also like, well, the TV show, the cartoon.
I think the biggest evidence that he's Italian actually comes from Mario 64. If you leave your controller idle for long enough, he falls asleep and he starts just naming Italian dishes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen that actually. Alright, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with Yoshi. Get up there, I guess.
Bond says, favorite starship in general? If it's the Enterprise, which version?
Huh. That's a good question.
And why is it the Normandy?
And why is it the Normandy? Favorite Trek ship, I will say. Ooh. That's, I have to think about that for a sec. I know there are certain classes. I've got a soft spot for the Constitution class. The refit Oh, Yoshi, where the hell did you go? What the heck? The refit Constitution class Enterprise from the movies is like one of my favorite designs. So I would say that's up there for sure. I don't really particularly know how his Yoshi's climbing abilities are supposed to work. Really, the biggest area where it is incredibly relevant is Darker Side. I don't know when or if I'm ever going to do a Darker Side run. Well, actually, you know, I say that if I make it, if I make it just Darker Side, like beating Darker Side and not the lead up to it, and I die a few times, that could be a stream potentially.
Mm-hmm.
But for Ant, he got all 500 moons and beat Darker Side in one stream. I don't think I'm going to do that.
Did.
I don't think I'm going to do that. Possibly ever. You're kidding. So I didn't even need to... I could have just gotten those two. I didn't even need to get... Alright, whatever. I'm abandoning Yoshi. I guess I'll leave this save file as like potentially like a file where I could practice stuff, so I could have gotten the other nuts. In fact, let's warp. Wait. Let's warp down here so I can grab a nut. And there's another nut somewhere that I can get. Wait, is there a nut at the bottom of the sea? Or the pond? There is. There is a... It's a golden nut.
CJ says, I mean, Mario is made by Japanese people, jumps like a black person, breaks walls like a Latino, and collects coins like a Jewish person.
Oh my fucking god, CJ. Hot Diggity Demon is a animator on YouTube. He actually did a cartoon that was kind of based on that premise. It was actually, I think it was like a skit or something. It was lodged inside of a, it was a video that he did about Apu from The Simpsons, back when that was a big controversy. You remember when people were talking about, and of course I haven't watched The Simpsons. I don't really, I think both sides of that had merit, but I'm not gonna, that's way old news. There's no need of even really talking about it, but he had a little Mario skit based on that premise. Okay, I'm not looking specifically for the other nuts.
Vaughn says, wait, you mean the Kelvin timeline redesign of the Constitution ship or the original movie?
No, the motion picture, 1979. Kelvin timeline is alright. That design is alright. Scaling is kind of something that I have questions about, but no, refit from the motion picture, 79. Do we get some green blips there on the camera?
There were a few green blips.
Okay, well, it's good that we're done with the actual run. I just threw that completely past the pot, didn't I? Hey, this doggo will show us a good moon. I just know it. I don't think it's right here, though. Maybe it is. No. Alright, come on, boy. Let's go. Somewhere else. want to get to that other island, but you do it by warping, and I haven't achieved world peace, so maybe a world peace run. I would do a world peace run. I need to watch Ant's world peace run if he did one. Come on, dog. Come on, boy. There we go. Oh my god. OBS didn't like that too much.
No, it did not.
Okay. Well, I'll probably go ahead and actually kind of end in a few minutes then. I thought there was a moon.
Juan says, "Oh yeah, the motion picture is nice, bro. Favorite Trek novel."
Favorite Trek novel. Haven't read too many of those either. I'm reading the Department of Temporal Investigations, Watching the Clock right now. Christopher L. Bennett. That's a good one. That's yes, the one I'm reading right now is my favorite, I guess. It actually is really good. Oh, you're kidding. Okay. All right. Hmm. 42 coins is not bad to end on. 42 regional coins. Oh wait, this is a boss fight. I'm not going to do that. We'll get maybe a handful of other moons and then actually call it a night, because I have been going semi-continuously for 4 hours. Almost 5. I did a practice run. Alright, I'm looking for... Actually, that's a quick one I can get. I'm not going to do the sheep. That takes way too long. I'm looking for one other moon.
Ooh, do the scarecrow timed thing, sort of like at the back of the castle.
I know there's one that you do to get up on top of the balcony. But let's look and see. There is another one, I guess, isn't there?
It's actually kind of tight, which is why I like it. You gotta roll like pretty well.
Looking for it.
It should be on the other side of the castle from where you are now.
On the other side, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Real quick, let me grab a Goomba and get the Goomba moon. That's not going to be too hard.
Yeah, so the scarecrow I'm talking about is like to your left from where you're standing right now.
Okay, that actually was a waste of time what I just did, so I'll go ahead and go there. Oh,
I think you're past it.
There it is, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, that is cool. Actually, you know what I would do? What I would do, if I don't get this... We're gonna get it. That's okay. I was gonna say I could have gotten the scooter.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if that's the intended method.
Could be. Alright, one more nut, and we'll grow some...
Nut?
Yeah. We'll grow some, stars. Didn't even make it in. Still didn't make it in. What is aim? All right. Now
I can go in there.
Clearly, I'm just.
Yeah, you need a baby nut.
Clearly, I'm just too tired. This is the wrong size, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where it is. It's okay. Here's a rabbit.
Oh, this rabbit sucks.
This rabbit does suck. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right, I think that's about all I got in me, to be quite honest. So, we'll go ahead and probably call this a stream. Appreciate everybody for stopping by. Like I said, thanks for the super chats and the memberships and all that kind of stuff. Andrew, thanks again for reading chat for me and sticking around. Yeah. I don't know when the next one is. When do you want to do the race, or do you want to discuss that off stream?
Yeah, we'll have to discuss that off stream.
Okay. All right. Good night, Evan. Thanks for stopping by chat. Thanks again, Bond, for becoming a member. We'll touch base on Facebook and Discord and all that stuff as soon as I can figure out how to use Discord for one thing. So, all right. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all later.